Hello everyone, welcome to Computer Science and IT Gate Coaching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get the instant notification of my free lecture. So this is about me. I am a computer science gate faculty having more than 5 plus of teaching experience, mentored more than 50,000 students, taught in different coaching institute all over India. Okay, it's like the Gate Academy, even qualified multiple times Gate, and even I have given the coaching in many government colleges as well as in many private colleges. Like in SRM Chennai, I have given coaching. CAT Bhubaneswar, I have given. BC Bhagalpur, Jorhat College of Engineering, Guwahati University, Dibrugarh University, Government College of Engineering and Technology, Jammu, Ramgarh Engineering College. Okay, these are the colleges where I have went and I have given the coaching. So today we are going to see job sequencing with deadline. So today topic is we are going to cover is job sequencing in deadline. And if anyone having any issue while since class is going on English, so some people prefer Hindi also. So you please let me know. I will even teach both in English and Hindi. Okay. So job sequencing with with deadline. Okay. So we are going to study today job sequencing with deadline. Now what is this? What is this? So it is a problem. So let me write the problem. So you will have some sequence of jobs, okay, and it will have some deadline associated with that. Along with that, you are going to have some profit with that. Now you have to sequence the job within the deadline so that you can maximize the profit. So here the optimization problem is to maximize the profit, and we can do by using the greedy approach. Okay, so we can solve this job sequencing with deadline by greedy approach. So the problem is here, the problem is given and sequence of job. So they have given a sequence of job where where every job has has a deadline. So every job is going to have a deadline. So within that you have to finish your job. Like for GATE, we are having a deadline that before December or January we should finish our syllabus, like this. So every job is going to have some deadline, and it will have some profit associated with that. Okay, and associated profit, and it will even have the associated associated profit. It will even have associated profit if the job if the job if the job is finished if the job is finished before the deadline. So before the deadline, if it will be finished, then only we are going to get the profit. Okay, otherwise not before the deadline. So this is the point one. This is saying, so it is having a sequence of job where every job is having a deadline. It will have some deadline. Within that you have to complete your job, and you are going to have some associated profit. Okay, now second point, it is saying it is done. It is also given that it is also given that it is also given that every job takes the single unit of time. Takes the single unit of time, means it is going to take some single unit of time. Okay, single unit of time, not more than that. To every job to finish it work, it will take single unit of time, not more than one. Like it is not going to take 2 unit of time, 3 unit. It will take only single unit of time. So if you're done with the writing, you can let me know so that I can go to the next slide. Okay, so you can comment just D, and in any place if you face the difficulties, you feel free to ask me. I can explain the same terms, same thing in number of times. If you face the difficulties, you can ask me. देखिए, किसी को कहीं पर भी डाउट होगा, हेजिटेट नहीं करना है. मैं एक डाउट को बार बार भी बता सकता हूँ. मेरे बहुत पेशेंस है, आप मेरे क्लासेस इतने दिन से देख रहे हैं, यू नो मी दैट हाउ आई टीच, आई कैन एक्सप्लेन दैट. So never hesitate to ask any doubt. Fine. Now third point. So our task here is our objective. So our objective is to find a sequence of jobs. Our objective is to find a sequence of job which is which is completed which is completed within there deadline, which is completed within their deadline, is completed within their deadlines, and gives maximum profit and gives maximum profit. Okay, so our objective of this task is to find a sequence of job which is completed within their deadline and gives maximum profit. So we have to maximize our profit. Now we will take some example and then we will analyze how we can do this job sequencing with deadline. Okay, so it is a easy topic. So now take an example. Your job J1, J2, J3, J4. You are having job J1, J2, J3, J4. It's having a deadline 2, 1, 1, 2, and profit it is having. So this is the deadline. This is deadline, and profit it is having like 6, 8, 5, 10. Means if you finish this job J4 within deadline 2, it is going to get the profit 10. It is going to get the profit 10. So if you finish this J3 within deadline, within one deadline, you are going to get the profit 5. Now here they have given the 4 job J1, J2, J3, J4. You have to maximize the profit, and here the deadline, here you are having a job, 4 jobs, and maximum deadline, total job. You are having a total job. This is a job, and here you are having a deadline. Okay, maximum deadline. So maximum deadline you are having 2 maximum deadline. Okay, maximum deadline. Now you need to create an array. You need to create a array. Since you are having a 4 job and 2 deadline. Now since you are having a 2 deadline, how many jobs you can perform? Only 2. Because 1 unit of time it is going to taken by one job. Another unit of time it will taken by another job. So you require to create an array. So you will take the size minimum of this. So first you have to create an array of size minimum of total job and maximum deadline. With if you are having a deadline 2, if you are having a 4 job, only 2 jobs you can create. So why to create 4 array? You means of size 4, array of size 4. You should create an array of size 2. And if you are having a let's assume you are having a two jobs. Let me assume 3 jobs. 3 jobs you are having, and you are having a deadline 10. Then why to create an array of size 10? You can only just create a 3 jobs because 3 job is there. It will get finished in 3 deadline. In 3 deadline. So you require the 3 unit of time. So whichever is minimum, you will create an array. Okay. So we are going to create an array. So step that we are going to some create an array. So we will create an array of size 2 So let me create in let me erase this one. Okay, so you please write that you have to. Okay, I will give you the notes. I will give you the notes. Let me just write first. I will give you the notes first. Let me teach you that concept. Okay, I will give you the notes. ठीक है, सबको समझ में आ रहा है ना? So you are going to have an array. Okay, now this is having a deadline. Now you will think, sir, if I'll perform this job first, then I'm going to get the maximum profit. J4, if you'll perform J4 first because it is having the maximum profit, you will think, so you have performed first in 1 unit of time, you have performed J4 and you got the profit, 10. Now again you are saying that this is the profit 8. Next profit you are getting is 8. Okay, but if you perform this job, you require its deadline is 1. Means within 1 unit of time, within 1 means here the sometime is 0, then here is 1, sometime is now 1. This unit, we are saying unit, we are not taking its millisecond or second, so that's why we use unit. So it should finish in 1 unit of time. Okay, it should finish within 1, but now within 1 I have finished this, so I should not take this J2 because its deadline is over. Within one I can compute this. So I will go to the another job which should have which we can complete within deadline 2. So it is having, see, so we will perform J1, which is going to have the profit 6. We are going to get 16. We are going to get 16. So please let me know whether it is clear or not. So in this way you have created, then you are getting a profit 16. You are getting a profit 16. So what I am saying, that don't perform this job like this, because you are getting a profit 16. What you should do, you see that which is having the maximum profit. This is having the maximum profit J4. So they don't perform J4 in what I am doing here. What I am doing here. So you are having a you want to maximize the profit. So here profit is 10. So so which job you first do? We should first do the J4 because our profit is 10. So we want to maximize our profit. So we are first doing J4. We are doing first J4 so that our profit we should get a maximum profit. So I have performed J4. Its deadline was 2. Within 2 we need to finish. Yeah, within 2 only. Now after 1 we need to perform. So next means second highest profit is 8, but its deadline J2 deadline is within 1. So within 1 I have already performed this J4. So now I am not having a slot to perform. Within in 1 unit time, only one job will be finished. In 1 unit of time, in in 1 unit of time, in 1 unit of time, we can perform only one job. Perform we can perform we can perform only one job. In 1 unit of time we can perform only one job. Okay, so in this unit of time I have performed J4 because its deadline was 2. Within deadline I have finished it. Now now you are going to compute J2. Now you are going to compute J2, but its deadline is 1. So within that you have to, but we are not having a slot of before 1 because we have already computed. So I will not compute this. Since we are not having time within that, its deadline is over. Means like gate is over. Now no need to do. That's why. Okay. Now its deadline is 2 and its profit is 6. Only this is having a within the deadline 2 you can perform this. See, I have written here that where every job has a deadline and associated profit. If the job is finished before the deadline we have to finish. First we have performed J4, okay, that we have taken. Then we have performed J1. Then we have performed J1. So then we are for J1 we are getting a profit 6. Profit is 6. देखिए यहाँ हमने क्या किए, हमने यहाँ पे देखिए कि मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट किसका है, J4 का है. 10 प्रॉफिट दे रहा था 10. तो पहले मैं J4 परफॉर्म कर दिया, तो ये एक यूनिट ऑफ टाइम ले लिया. अब J2 का उसके बाद मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट था, लेकिन हम J2 तब कंप्यूट हम नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि J2 का प्रॉफिट क्या है. J2 हम कब कर सकते हैं, जब एक यूनिट के पहले, मीन्स जब टाइम एक के पहले, एक के तक ही कर सकते, एक के पहले तक कर सकते, लेकिन एक तो चला गया, क्रॉस चला गया. ठीक है, तो अगर ये कोई टाइम है, जैसे आप बोल सकते हैं कि 0 सेकेंड 1 मिनट के कोई टाइम धर लीजिए, जैसे 12 बजे के पहले, ये सब यूनिट ऑफ टाइम ना, कोई इसलिए हम लोग यूनिट यूज करते हैं. जैसे 12 बजे से पहले आप इसे कर सकते थे, तो 12 बज गया धर लीजिए, अब उसके बाद आप नहीं कर सकते. तो यहाँ एक दिया हुआ, एक के पहले ही कर सकते, मतलब 1 बजे के पहले आप कर सकते थे, उसके बाद नहीं कर सकते. ये बोला है कि 2 बजे, जैसे तो 2 बजे तक आप इसे कर सकते हैं. एक तो बच गया, आप तो इसे अब नहीं कर सकते, तो अब देखे 2 पे चले गए. तीसरा हाईएस्ट प्रॉफिट इसका था, तो आपने इसको कर दिए 2 बजे के पहले कर दिए. 2 यूनिट ऑफ टाइम, मतलब इसका डेडलाइन 2 था, 2 से पहले आपने कर दिए. तो ये सब कुछ टाइमिंग दिया हुआ है, जैसे 1 बजे 2 बजे, लेकिन यूनिट यहाँ मेंशन नहीं किया जाता है. ठीक है, तो आपने 1 बजे के पहले ये कर लिए, फिर ये कर लिए, तो आपको प्रॉफिट यहाँ 16 मिला. प्रॉफिट आपको यहाँ 16 मिला. Now see, if we are using this way, then we are getting a profit of 16. हमें प्रॉफिट कितना मिल रहा है, 16. ये एक तरीका था. ये आपको गलत आंसर दे रहा है. दिस इज गोइंग टू गिव ए इनकरेक्ट आंसर. व्हाई? या करेक्ट. This is going to give, if we will perform in this way, it is going to give an incorrect answer. So what we should do, we know that we will first select we can't assume 0.5 because within every job is going to take 1 unit of time. So before 0.5 you will not able to do now. So that's why in gate exam they will not give 0.5, they will give at least some number. Okay, because every job is going to take 1 unit of time. Is it clear? What we are doing, we are first performing, we will first perform J4, but you know that J4 deadline is 2. So within 2 we can perform, within 2, like as 2 बजे के पहले तक, within 2 p.m. Let's assume it's 2 p.m. What I am doing, I will perform after 1 and before 2. That's like in last slot. In last slot, I am performing J4. In last slot, I am performing J4. Okay. Now profit, because your deadline is before 2. Before 2, you have to finish. Yeah, I finished before 2. So if I am finishing this not here, then we are getting a space here that if someone is having a deadline 1, that 1 p.m. से पहले हो सकता है, तो पहले हम उसे अब हम उसे कर देंगे. Now we will take the second job which is having the maximum profit. We are having 8. It is having the profit 8. So now we can perform J2 because its deadline is 1. So like within 1 p.m. you can perform this. Yeah, I am performing. Within 2 p.m. you can perform this. Yes, I am doing this. You are getting a profit 8 plus 10, 18. So in this way, if you will do, you are going to get a maximum profit. You are going to get a maximum profit. But here you are going to get a not maximum profit. Okay. So what our intention is that we will see the job and we will try to give a slot closer to its deadline. देखिए हम लोग देखेंगे जो जॉब और उसको कहां पे प्लेस करने की कोशिश करें जो उसके डेडलाइन के क्लोज है. डेडलाइन के क्लोज, देखिए डेडलाइन इसका 2 था ना, 2 से क्लोज, ताकि we can get some slot in the beginning so that if any job which is having a some less deadline we can attach there. Okay, अगर किसी जॉब का आगे कोई कोई रहेगा जॉब जिसमें जिसका कम है, जिसका डेडलाइन कम है, तो वो आ जाएगा ना, उसके लिए तो हम स्लॉट बन गया ना, जैसे यहाँ पे स्लॉट बन गया. देखिए बताइएगा क्लियर है कि नहीं. इज इट क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू? प्लीज लेट मी नो. Is everyone with me? Am I clear? Please comment. Now we will see a bigger problem and we will analyze this case. This way, this case we will analyze. Okay. We will see another this kind of problem. Okay. You see, I am taking another problem and you analyze the difference. Here you just get a difference of 2. If you do like this, you get just a difference of 2. Now you take some problem, you are having some more job. Okay. There you are having only just 4 jobs, so you got the difference too. Okay, someone can even say sir difference to ज़्यादा नहीं आ रहा है, but whatever, if I am getting, if you will work in some IT industry or somewhere, if some other company is giving you more job salary, so you know that hike will happen if you switch the job. Now while switching, if someone is giving only 2, means in some place you are working and you get habituated with that place, let's assume Kolkata, and here they are giving you 10k, let's just a random number. Now they are saying you to go to Pune and they told you that they will give you 12k, then you will think only 2000 difference is there, why I will go. So there the problem is, you may say that sir only 2 difference is there, why we should perform like this. So we take a bigger problem. Now you will able to see the difference, you will see the bigger difference here. So job 1, job 2. Now I have created an example where you will see the bigger difference. Okay. Now profit and deadline. So here I have written the profit first, then deadline. So here profit is having 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And deadline is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now you will see that this job is having the maximum profit. So you will first perform this. So you will see 5 job is there and deadline 5 is there, means you can perform 5 job. You can perform 5 job. You can perform 5 job. Okay. So both way we are going to analyze. So first you are finishing J5 before that, because the deadline is 5, you have finished before. Now second highest job is having J4, deadline is 4, you have finished this. Now third highest job profit is J3, which is having the profit 6, deadline there. Now see, next highest profit is having profit 4, J2, but its deadline is 2. Now you can't perform J2 and J1, and here in this case you are getting a profit which is going to give a wrong one, that is 10 plus 8 plus 6, you are going to get here 8, 6, 14, 24. This is wrong, this is wrong. So what we will do now, see the difference. 0 1 2 3 4 5. Now I will take J5, but I will not finish first. मैं J5 ही लूंगा लेकिन पहले J5 फिनिश नहीं करेंगे. What I will do, I will try to place J5 closer to its deadline, closer to its deadline. मैं उसका closer, जो पास में डेडलाइन के पास 5 है ना, यहाँ it is empty, so I will place it J5. Now J4 deadline is 4, I will perform. Then J3 next highest profit, deadline is this. Then J2 next highest profit, deadline is 2, profit 4, next highest profit is J1. See, so if I am using this, इस जॉब का हाईएस्ट प्रॉफिट है, तो आप इसको पहले कर रहे हैं, आपने J5 को पहले कर दिए, ठीक है. फिर नेक्स्ट हाईएस्ट प्रॉफिट क्या था 8, आपने J4 कर दिए. फिर J5 से J4, फिर J3, फिर आगे क्यों रुक गए हम, देखिए फिर आगे क्यों रुक गए हम बताते हैं. फिर आप J4 कर दिए क्योंकि इसका डेडलाइन 4 था, आप कर लिए. फिर J3 आप कर दिए, J3 कर दिए क्योंकि इसका डेडलाइन 3 था, 3 के पहले आप कर दिए. अब J2 अब करने जाएंगे, नेक्स्ट हाईएस्ट प्रॉफिट J2 है, दैट इज हैविंग ए प्रॉफिट 4, J2 का प्रॉफिट 4 है. तो अब J2 करने जाएंगे तो J2 अब क्या है, 2 बजे से पहले करना है. ये 1 बोल रहा है, ये 2 बोल रहा है, 3 बोल रहा है, 4 बोल रहा है, 5 बोल रहा है. तो अब 2 बजे के पहले आप कैसे करोगे, 2 बजे के पहले तो हर जॉब करने के लिए तो 1 यूनिट ऑफ टाइम लगे, आप तो पहले कर लिए 2 बजे के ड्यूरेशन में, आप तो J4 कर लिए. अब कैसे कर पाएंगे, डेडलाइन तो खत्म हो गया. आपको अगर अगर जैसे आज का मेरा शेड्यूल है, जॉब शेड्यूलिंग विद डेडलाइन, तो आज का जो मेरा टॉपिक है वो तो आज ही ना कंप्लीट करना है, कल तो नहीं कर सकते ना, डेडलाइन तो चला गया. तो विद इन डेडलाइन हमें करना है, इसलिए हम नहीं कर पाए. तो यहाँ पे हम क्या करते हैं, हम इसलिए क्या करते हैं, ट्रिक क्या अपनाते हैं कि हमेशा जो जॉब रहेगा, जैसे J5 का प्रॉफिट 10 है लेकिन डेडलाइन इसका 5 है, तो हम क्या करेंगे, हम लिखने J5 को हम देखेंगे कि पीछे अगर स्लॉट खाली है J5 में 5 बजे के पहले एक स्लॉट खाली है तो वहीं पे कर देंगे. तो आप इसे समझिए 1 बज रहा है, 2 बज रहा है, 3 4 5, अपने J5 पहले कर दिए. फिर दूसरा स्लॉट में आप क्या कर दिए, J4 कर दिए. तीसरा स्लॉट डेडलाइन 3 था, 3 के पहले, 3 बजे के पहले करना है, आप 2 के 3 के बीच में ही कर दिए. एक घंटा, देखिए समझिए कि 1 यूनिट ऑफ टाइम क्या है, 1 घंटा लगता है हर जॉब को करने के लिए. रियल टाइम में सोचिए, हर जॉब को करने के लिए 1 घंटा लगता है. डेट प्रॉफिट है, इसको बोल रहा है कि आप J1 कर सकते हैं 1 बजे के पहले, J2 आप कर सकते हैं 2 बजे के पहले, J3 3 बजे के पहले, J4 4 बजे के पहले, J5. तो आपको अरेंज करना है, ऐसे अरेंज करो जॉब को कि आपको मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट मिले. तो आप क्या कर रहे हो, एक एक आदमी ने क्या किया, पहले J5 कर दिया, बोला कि सर यहाँ प्रॉफिट ज्यादा है, मैं पहले इसी को ही कर देता हूँ. जो आप 5 बजे के पहले कर सकते थे, लेकिन आप क्या किए, 1 बजे के ही अंदर कर दिए, ठीक है. तो एक ने इस तरह किया तो उसको प्रॉफिट 24 मिला. एक क्या बोला कि सर जब इसका प्रॉफिट 10 सबसे ज्यादा है और इसका डेडलाइन 5 है तो मैं 5 लास्ट में ही करता हूं, लेकिन इसको तो मैं इंक्लूड कर ही ले रहा हूं ना, तो प्रॉफिट तो ज्यादा उसी तरह ही होगा, इसको इंक्लूड कर ही ले रहा हूं तो प्रॉफिट तो ज्यादा होगा ही. और जो बाकी स्लॉट बचा रहेगा उसमें मैं दूसरे को डाल दूंगा, तो मैं J5 को डाल दिया. फिर देखा दूसरा प्रॉफिट कौन सा है, J4, उसका डेडलाइन क्या है 4, तो मैं J4 लास्ट वाला क्लोज टू उसका डेडलाइन में डाल दिया. फिर J3 डेडलाइन 3 है तो मैं J3 यहां डाल दिया. फिर J2, फिर J1, बिकॉज विद इन द डेडलाइन आई एम कंप्यूटिंग. नाउ यू विल सी द प्रॉफिट. So you will count, since if you are using this way, this is a correct way, you will you will complete, you will able to complete all the jobs and your profit is going to your 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10, that is going to your, it's 10 20 30, you're going to get a profit 30. So that's why we will always perform the job in such a way that we will place the job close to its deadline, so that it will have some space before, slots before this, like before this, so that other jobs, if having a deadline lesser than the maximum profit, you can attach, you can you can perform that. Okay, hope it is clear to everyone. Please let me know whether it is clear or not. See, now when you increase the number of job, now see the difference. You are getting a difference of 6. You are getting a difference of 6. We'll see some more problem. So, so you can write now algo. Now you can write the algo. How we are doing? Okay. Now with two example I have explained you. So first you have to create the array. First create the array. Create the array. Array. Size of array is going to minimum of minimum of total job or maximum deadline. Whichever is going to be the minimum, that is going to be the size of the array. Okay. Now step 2. Sort the array, sort the jobs. You have to sort the job in the non-increasing order. In the non-increasing order of profit. In the non-increasing order of their profit. Okay, so you have to sort the job in non-increasing order. Okay, in non-increasing order. It should not be in decreasing order. Okay, so non-increasing means you know the difference between non-increasing. Okay, I have told here non-increasing, but here I have written to sort the job in the non-increasing order of their profit. Now third, try to place the job. Now try to place the take every job from this order, then try to place the job close to its deadline. Close to its deadline. Okay, close to its deadline. Now if you are done with the writing, please let me know. Now with the algorithm we will do example. Okay, so if everyone left with the writing, you can let me know. I can go to the next previous slide. Okay, so it's job J1, J3, 3, 2, 4, 2. Profit is 200, 180, 190, then 300, then 120, then 1. So first step, we need to create a job within the deadline. Okay. So array size is going to be, see, number of job is 6 and maximum deadline is 5. So you need to create an array size is going to be of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, array size is going to be 5. So this is step 1. Now step 2 is sort this job according in non-increasing of their profit. So this is J for highest profit, then J3, 1, no, then J1 is there, J1 is there, J1 is there, then J1, then J3, then J2, then after 180, 120, J5, then J6. So total, I have sorted all this job. Now J4, J4 is deadline is 4, J4 deadline is 4, so I am placing J4 here, close to its deadline. Now J1, J1 profit is 5, so I am placing J1 here. Now J3, J3 deadline is, so profit, now profit is, since you have placed J4, then J1, J4 profit is 300, J1 profit is your 200, then J3, J3 deadline is 3, so you can place J3 here, 180, then J2, J2 deadline is, J2 deadline, 1 minute, J3 you have to, J3 deadline is 3 and profit is 190, profit is 190, should be 190. Oh, sorry, J4 deadline is 2, so I need to place J4 here. J4 deadline, first I have placed J4, J4 deadline is 2, okay. J4, J4 deadline is 2, J5 deadline is, रुक जाओ. So first J4 deadline is 2, you have placed, then J1 deadline is 5, you have placed, then J3 deadline is 3, you have placed, then J2 deadline is 3, J2 deadline is 3. So here I will see whether space is there, no space is not there, then I will go close to that, J, no space, then here, so I will perform J2 here. So J2 I have performed, J2 I have performed 180. Then I am having J5. J5 having deadline 4. J5 having deadline 4. So I can perform here J5 and profit is 1. So This is the way we have performed, and we are getting a profit here. Here it's is going to your 500, and here it's going to be your 200, then 300, and 190 is there. So it's going to be 800, 990. Please let me know whether it is clear or not. First you performed J4. J4 deadline was 2, so I have performed J4 within their deadline. Then J1 deadline is 5, so I performed J1 here. Okay. Then J3 deadline is 3, so I performed J3. Then J2 deadline is 3. देखिए क्या किए, तो दोनों का मिनिमम जो था हमने लिख देते हैं। दोनों का मिनिमम क्या है, दोनों का मिनिमम, हाँ समराइज कर दे रहे हैं राठौर। देखिए नंबर ऑफ जॉब्स कितना है 6, मैक्सिमम डेडलाइन क्या है 5, तो इन दोनों का मिनिमम क्या होगा 5, इन दोनों का मिनिमम क्या होगा, उतना ही हमें एरे का साइज लगेगा, उतना ही हमें एरे का साइज लगेगा। अब हम क्या करेंगे, सॉर्ट करेंगे उसको नॉन इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर ऑफ देयर प्रॉफिट, नॉन इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर। तो पहले J4 को करेंगे क्योंकि J4 का प्रॉफिट ज़्यादा है, फिर J1 का है, फिर J3 का है, फिर J2 का है। ठीक है, तो J4 पहले कर दिए। तो J4 का डेडलाइन क्या है 2, J4 का डेडलाइन 2 है, तो 2 से पहले करना है, 2 बजे से पहले, तो मैं 1 के 2 के बीच में कर दे रहा हूँ J4। ठीक है, फिर J1, J4 हो गया, फिर J1 का डेडलाइन है 5 बजे से पहले करना है, मैं J1 यहाँ कर दिया लास्ट में, क्योंकि स्लॉट खाली था। हमें हमेशा लास्ट से देखना है कि कहाँ स्लॉट खाली है, लास्ट से ट्रैवर्स करेंगे, जहाँ देखेंगे स्लॉट खाली वहाँ प्लेस कर देंगे। फिर J3 का डेडलाइन 3 है, 3 बजे से पहले, यहाँ 2 के 3 में स्लॉट खाली है, J3 कर दिए। फिर J2 का स्लॉट देखिए कितना है, डेडलाइन 3 है, डेडलाइन 3 है, तो J3 पहले 3 में देखें क्या खाली है, नहीं, यहाँ पहले से आप कुछ कर दिए। फिर यहाँ खाली है, नहीं, यहाँ आप कर दिए। फिर यहाँ आ गए, तो एक में कर दिया आप जे, कौन सा था, J2 था ना, J2। अब हमारे पास क्या है J5 का डेडलाइन कितना है 4, 4 में 3 से 4 के बीच में खाली है, हमने J5, फिर सारे के प्रॉफिट ऐड कर दिया, आपको प्रॉफिट मिल गया 990। उसके क्लोज टू उसके डेडलाइन हमें करना रहता है। चलिए अब नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल देखते हैं, अनदर एग्जांपल। नाउ नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल, this is your job, this is the profit, and this is the deadline, this is the deadlines. Okay, J1, J2, J3, J4, J5, प्रॉफिट 2 आप लोग अपने से कीजिए। ठीक है, आप लोग अपने से कीजिए, यू ट्राई बाय योरसेल्फ and then tell me what is going to be the maximum profit. Okay, so here maximum deadline is 4 and number of job is your 5. So you require an array of size 4, you require an array of size 4, because maximum deadline is 4, so you can perform only 4 jobs, 0, 1, 2, 3, 1 slot, 2 slot, 3 slot, 4 slot. Now sort them in non-increasing order. So which is having the highest profit, J5, then J2, then after J5, J2, then you are having maximum profit J3, then J1, then J4. First place J5 you will place where close to its deadline. So its deadline is 4, so first J5, then J2, then J2 deadline is 2, sorry, J2 deadline is 4, J2 deadline is 4, so I will place here. In that slot I have already placed J5, so I will see here, no, it is not empty. So in this slot I will place J2. Now J3 is having a slot within deadline 3. Now 3 at 3 I am having, so I will place here J3. Then J1. J1 is having a deadline 2. In 2 I'm having, so close to it. So what I'm doing, every time I'm going to the last and I'm searching from last its deadline. Wherever space is there, I'm just placing the object. So J1, J3, J2, J5, and profit is going to your, so your profit except J4, we got all this. So 10, 3, 4, 2, that is going to your 70. It's going to be 4 to 6, 6, 1 minute. It's going to be 90. 19. Okay, very good. Now next example. Now next example. So this example is important. This example is important. Okay. So because here you will see some conflict. J3, J4. So in any place, if anyone will have doubt, you can ask me. So here I need to, here number of jobs are more. This is an important example. Okay. You will see some conflict here. We are having J1, J2, J3, J4, J5, J6, J7, J8, J9. This, here you are having a profit, and here you are having a deadline. Here you are having a deadline. So profit is going to your 15, 20, 30, 18, 18, 10, 23, 16, 25. Profit deadline is 7, 2, 5, 3, 4, 5, 2, 7, 3. Okay. So 15, 7, 22, 35. Now try to find the maximum profit. Okay. Now you need to sort the job in the non-increasing order of their profit. So which is having the highest profit? J5, 25. Then highest profit is J2, so J9. First create the array. Okay. First create the array. The total job here you are having a 9 and deadline is 7. So you will create an array of 7 because you will create the minimum of that. Deadline 7, job 9. So you can perform only 7 jobs. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, then 6, then 7. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now sort in J9 first, then max. First it should be J3. J3 is having the maximum profit. J3 maximum profit 30. J3, then 25. J9, then 23, 7, then 20, J2, then this two. So you can write anyone, J4, J5. That's why I'm saying non-increasing. See, it is in non, 18, 18 is not in non-increasing. J2 is your 20. It is non-increasing. You can't say it is a decreasing because after 18 it should be 17. Then only you can say it's a decreasing. It's a non-increasing. It will not increase, but it will have the same. Okay, so two object can have the same project, same profit. That's why I'm say that sort, they mean non-increasing. Okay, understood na? The difference. So this example is important. Okay, you will see here something. Then you J4, J5 you have written 18, after 18, 15, J1. Then you are having J6. So first place J3, J3 within the deadline. Deadline is 5. So you will place J3 profit 30, J5. Sorry, J3 profit going to your 30. Close to its deadline I have placed. Then J9. J9 deadline 3. J9 done. Then J7. J7 is having deadline 2. J7. Then J2. J2 is having a deadline 2. So 2 here it is filled. So I will go here J2. Then J4. J4 is having a deadline 18. J4 is having a deadline 18. A deadline 3. Deadline 3. So you will not able to perform J4. Will not able to perform J4 because the deadline is 3. Within that you are not having a space. Within that you are not having a space. 3 not space, 2 not space, 1 not space. It means that you have performed the job which is having the highest profit. This 3 was giving the highest profit, so that's why you have not performed the job J4. So you have not performed the job J4. Now you will go to J5. J5 is also having the profit 18, but the deadline is 4. The deadline is 4, you can place here J5. Then J1. J1 is having a deadline 7, you can perform here J1. Then J6. J6 is having a deadline 5. J6 you are having a deadline 5. So you will not able to perform J6. 1 minute. J2, J7, J9. J1 deadline is that I have placed J1, J1. J1 deadline is 7. Okay, you have placed here. Then J6 deadline is 5. And J6 we will not able to placed. Where is J8? J8 I have not written. J8 कोई नहीं लिए. हाँ, J8 को मैं नहीं लिया, गलती हो गया. मतलब मैंने J8 को देखा ही नहीं. तो J8 के हमने लिखे ही नहीं है. J8 को भी लिखना था. J8 कहाँ पे होगा? 18 के बाद J8 होगा 16. सो यहाँ पे J1 से पहले देखिए, ये इस तरह की गलती आपको भी एग्जाम से हो सकता है, तो काउंट कर लीजिएगा. हमारे कितना 6 7 8 8 जॉब था, लेकिन यहाँ टोटल जॉब 9 है. तो J5 के बाद J5 का प्रॉफिट था 18, उसके बाद स्मॉलेस्ट है 16. तो J8 अब हम ले लिए. J8 के बाद होगा आपका, तो अब आएगा J1 15. J1 15. अब ठीक है ना. 15 हो गया. 16 के बाद 15, 15 के बाद 10, ये 6. सो अब J1 से पहले हम यहाँ तक तो ठीक है. J5 तक ठीक है. 147. 7 is the answer. Now after J5 you will going to attach J8. J8 is having a profit 16, deadline 7. J8 you have deadline 7. Then J1 is having a profit 15 but deadline 7, so 7. Then here empty, so J. Now add the profit. J2 is having the profit 20. J2 is having the profit 20. J2 is having the profit 20. So whichever job you have placed here, J2 is having 20. Then J7 is having 23. Then J9 is having 25. Then J5 is having 18. Then J3 is having 30. Then J1 is having profit 15. After J1 you are having J8. J8 is having a profit J8 16. Okay, so 30, 25, 23, 20, 18, 16, 15. You have added, so it will be 147. Correct. Now see here, every time you are going to close to its deadline, means if it's J1, J deadline is 7, then from there you are going to search whether it will get allocate a job, a slot is there or not, there or not, there or not, there or not. Like you are having a slot here or not, like this. Like take an example, then with that example it will be clear. Now we were going to analyze the worst case time complexity. What is going to be the worst case? So let's assume you are having a job here and profit here, and this is the worst case scenario. Okay, worst case scenario. Now we are going to analyze the time complexity deadline. Their job is here J1, J2, J3, J4, J5, J6. Okay. So its profit is here 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So like 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Very good. Now see, yeah, for sorting you know that it is going to take. So first you have to create an array of size that, okay, you are taking the array of size that. So which is minimum? 6 here. Deadline is 6. At slot is number of job is also 6. Means you can perform all the 6 jobs. You can perform. So array size is going to be 6. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See here every job is having a deadline same 6. It is worst case scenario. Worst case scenario. Worst case scenario. Now and profit is also same 3. So you start from here J1. You will try to place close to its deadline J1. Then you will go J2. Its deadline is 6. You will go there. Then you will see. So first to place J1, you are comparing how much 1. To insert J1, to insert J1, we search 1 times. So to insert J1, we search 1 time. Now to insert J2, we search how many times? J2, 6. This slot is having filled. Then we will go to the previous J2, 2 times. Now to J3, deadline 6. Everyone is having a deadline last one. Okay. So you will go to last slot, filled. Then go previous one, filled. Then you will go to the previous one. Then you will place J3. Now to insert J3, we are searching 3 times. 3 times we are searching this slot. See, हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? हमेशा जॉब को उसके डेडलाइन के पास जाते हैं, फिर डेडलाइन पे देखते हैं कि अगर डेडलाइन के वहां पे स्लॉट अगर है तो इंसर्ट करेंगे, अदरवाइज पीछे आ गए फिर देखेंगे पीछे में है उसके पहले स्लॉट खाली है तो वहां दे देंगे, नहीं रहा तो फिर पीछे आएंगे। इस तरह करते करते हमें पूरा पीछे आते रहना पड़ता है। जैसे J4 को यहाँ से आए, फिर यहाँ गए नहीं मिला, फिर यहाँ गए फिर नहीं मिला, फिर यहाँ मिला स्लॉट तो J4 यहाँ अटैच की। उसी तरह J5 का भी स्लॉट 6 है, लास्ट डेडलाइन विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम हेयर देन हेयर देन हेयर देन हेयर, फिर यहाँ गए J5 कर दिया। फिर J6 का डेडलाइन क्या है 6। देखिए ये कैसे एकदम पूरा हमेशा, तो यहाँ इंसर्ट करने के लिए J4 के लिए कितना स्लॉट लग गया, 4 लग गया 4 बार। J5 करने के लिए कितना लग गया, देखिए J5 करने के लिए कितना लगा, 5 बार लग गया। 1 बार देखे, 2 3 4, फिर यहाँ भी देखे तब इंसर्ट किए, देखने अब J6। तो इस तरह करते करते अगर इंसर्ट करना रहे हमें, इंसर्ट करना रहे JN तो हमें कितना लग जाएगा n टाइम्स, क्योंकि देखिए J6 को जब इंसर्ट करना है तो यहाँ देखिए फील्ड है, यहाँ देखिए फील्ड है, पीछे से आप जाते और देखते जहां खाली है पीछे से वहां इंसर्ट करते, इधर गए नहीं मिला, इधर फिर यहाँ पे जब आप कर रहे हैं तो कंप्लीशन कैसे हो रहा है 1 + 2 + 3 + 4 + 5 + 6 till n। सो इट इज गोइंग टू बी n into n + 1/2। जैसे इंसर्शन सॉर्ट का होता है उसी तरह है, भास्कर करेक्ट है। इट्स बिग ऑफ n स्क्वायर, तो क्या हो जाएगा बिग ऑफ n स्क्वायर। तो आपको इंसर्ट करने के लिए एलिमेंट को आपको टाइम लगेगा। सो टू इंसर्ट एन एलिमेंट इन एन एरे इट इज गोइंग टू टेक बिग ऑफ n स्क्वायर। So you will see here so just to create an array it is going to take constant time, so our algorithm just to insert an element, it's going now to you are going to sorting. So if you will do this sort it's going to take n log n. Okay, best time is going to be n log n. We can use merge sort, we are going to get n log n. Now we will place to place all the element in worst case is going to be n square. In worst case it is going to be a n square. The total time complexity is going to be big of n square plus big of n log n, which is going to your big of n square. Leading term is this big of n square. Am I clear? And average case, this is the worst case and also the average case is going to be same, and average case is also going to same, but only in case of best case it will take omega n. Okay, it will take omega n when, so I will take an example then I will explain. Please let me know if you are done with the writing. If you understood then also please let me know. If it is clear then also please let me know. Now see the best case scenario. In best case scenario what can happen? So like in worst case everyone is having a deadline same and everyone is having the profit same. Now in case of best case what can happen? that, like like best case, you choose this one, which is your best case is going to your, like, this I have taken, this one, like profit. This example I have already taken, so this is going to be the best case. So let me go there. Yeah, so it will take big O of n, but for sorting it is going to be n log n, but for sorting it is going to be n log n. So which was the first, this, yeah, you analyze this one, you analyze this one. So you are going to use sorting. Okay, this is the best case. So first you have inserted. So first you are going to insert J5. J5. So J5 is going to take, but overall it is going to take, for if you'll use some other ways also there, so that you can even reduce the time complexity. Okay. So if any times, if anyone asks you what is going to be the time complexity of that, you say n square. Okay, because they generally they never ask best case and all. For this, only for sorting they ask best case and all this case. Okay. For this kind of question, yeah, good evening, Ayush. For this kind of question, they just only ask the time complexity of that. For J5, you are having a profit 10 and deadline 4. So first you place J5. In first go only you got. So deadline 4 था, आपने J5 पहले ही डाल दी डेडलाइन 4 में, वही मिल गया, एक ही सर्च लगा। फिर जे जे दूसरा क्या है, J2 का डेडलाइन देखिए 4 है। यहाँ ये एग्जांपल तो नहीं हो रहा है, नहीं ये एग्जांपल नहीं है, ये एग्जांपल बेस्ट केस का नहीं है। 1 मिनट मैं ले ही लेता हूँ, मैं बेस्ट केस का एग्जांपल ले लेता हूँ। देखिए आप टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी अब हमेशा बिग ऑफ एन स्क्वायर ही कहिए, ठीक है। तो J1, लेकिन बेस्ट केस में चेंज होगा, बेस्ट केस में, इन बेस्ट केस इट विल हैव लाइक दिस 2 4 6 8 10 profit this and deadline 1 2 3 4 5, this is the profit. So you are having a deadline 5 and number of job is 5, so you are going to have a total 5 deadline, total 5 deadline, 0 1 2 3 4 5. So first you are going to place which is having the highest profit, 10 J5. In that slot only you have placed. Only one search. Okay. The next profit J4 8. You have placed that. One search only. In 4. J6. One only. Only one checking. Only one checking. Now next highest profit J2. Deadline 2. Next highest profit J1. Deadline 1. नहीं, बाइनरी सर्च नहीं लगा सकते यहाँ पे। सर्च क्या होता है, एक एलिमेंट फाइंड करने के लिए होता है। यहाँ पे आपको पीछे से देखना है, तो आप पीछे जब गए, वी आर फर्स्ट गोइंग आवर प्रॉफिट लाइक J5, J4, J3, then J2, then J1. This is in the decrease, non-increasing order of their profit. So first time place J4 within deadline, slot is empty. J4 slot is empty, deadline 4. It's deadline 5 here, 4 here, 3 here, 2 1. Third time deadline 3, 4 2 here, empty 1. So it will take in best case omega of n, but overall time complexity is going to be, because of sorting, it's going to be n log. But if you see in any place, in any source, in online or anywhere, they are just saying n square, they are just saying n square. Okay. So in case if they will ask you about best case, then you say n log. Okay, n log. And they can even reduce the time complexity to n. They can even reduce the time complexity to n by using some more thing. Okay, by using something is there that is not in our syllabus, like disjoint set or something is there, we can reduce further. Okay, and space complexity is going to your big of n because of the r. Fine, is it clear? So your job sequencing with deadline is done. Please let me know whether it is clear or not. Anyone is still having any doubt, then you can comment. Now we will go to optimal merge pattern. If it is clear, then please let me know. Now we will go to optimal merge pattern. Is it fine to everyone? If I will take some more time. So I think that it is fine. So now we are going to see optimal merge pattern. Optimal merge pattern. Okay. This is our next topic, that is optimal merge pattern. So what is optimal merge pattern? So here you are going, here we will provide you a set of files. Okay, there you have seen set of jobs. So that was job sequence. Here you will have some files, and the element within the file will be in sorted, and the element within the file it will be sorted, and you have to merge them, in a one list or in a one file of a sorted list. Means if I'll give you file A, B, C, three files if I'll give you, now you have to merge them in one file. You have to merge them in one file, and it should be in sorted, This is a sorted file. This is a sorted file. Okay, this is a sorted file. Okay, means in your system you are having a four files. Let's assume in your system you are having a three files, and within the files the elements are sorted. In this file the elements are sorted. In this file the elements are sorted. Now you have to merge them in one file. Means you have to merge the content of all this file, and it should be in sorted, and it should be in sorted, like we were used the merge procedure. If you are having a two sorted list, so if you are having a sorted list, like you are going to compare, and just you are going to place it. Okay, just you are going to place it like merge. So here our problem is, here we will get here we will get here we will get some so here we will get some set of files. So here we will get some set of files, and the element within the files will be sorted, and the element within the file within the file within the file will be sorted be sorted will be sorted. And our task is to, means we have to merge these two in one file. So what you will do, you will merge, like first A and B you will merge one file, then you will take C and you will merge in one file, like this. The way we have done the Hoopman coding, that is even called as variable size encoding or different size encoding, the same way we are going to use here optimal merge. Exactly same. If you understood the optimal that Hoopman coding, you can use the here also. Same way we are going to use. So here our task is to our task is to merge them. So our task is to merge them in one list, and final list will be in sorted order, and final list is going to be in sorted order, in sorted order in such a way that in such a way that in such a way that the record. सर आपका फेवरेट सॉर्टिंग एल्गोरिदम क्या है? मेरा ऑप्टिकल क्विक सॉर्ट है. And final list will be sorted order in such a way that records movement, जो हम रिकॉर्ड मूवमेंट करेंगे, यहाँ दो फाइल है, फिर इससे रिकॉर्ड मूवमेंट करके यहाँ एक फाइल बना, फिर इन दोनों का रिकॉर्ड मूवमेंट हुआ. तो हमारा काम यहाँ क्या, एक फाइल बनाना है इन सच वे दैट रिकॉर्ड मूवमेंट शुड बी मिनिमम, रिकॉर्ड मूवमेंट मिनिमम होना चाहिए. ओके, so our task is to create a final list will be sorted in such a way that the record movement should be minimum. Record movement. So here optimization क्या है, record movement minimum करना. Record movement should be minimum. तो record movement क्या होना चाहिए यहाँ, minimum होना चाहिए. Record movement should be minimum. Okay. So record movement should be minimum. Such a way that record. So ये important है कि record movement हमारा minimum होना चाहिए. So here we will get some set of files मिलेगा, and element within the files will be sorted, and element within the file will be in sort, means जो element रहेगा उस file में sorted रहेगा. Our task is to merge them in one list, एक list में बनाएंगे, and final list will be in sorted. ठीक है, तो जैसे अब मैं एक एग्जांपल लेता हूँ. Now I'm going to take one example. So I think you are done with the writing. Please let me know. So this is not going to take more time because it is same like your Hookman coding. So just for the Mako, so just for the sake of the simplicity, for completion of the syllabus, I am taking that and I will explain. Just I will take two examples and it will be over. Now we will see an example and we will analyze it. So example is here files A, B, C, and here it is having a records. Here it's having a records, 10 records. So all these records are sorted. Here it is having a 20 records, which is in sorted. Here it's having a 30 records, which is a sorted. Okay. So now we will select. So our algorithm of Hookman coding is first we have to select the two minimum. Okay, see mean heap और ये सब तो बनाना पड़ेगा. वो सब नहीं करते, सिंपल दो मिनिमम लेते हैं. ठीक है, जस्ट टू मिनिमम. इम्प्लीमेंटेशन नहीं देखेंगे क्योंकि हम देख चुके हैं. दो मिनिमम लेते हैं, A and B, which is two minimum. Here it's having 10 number of frequency, number of and 20. So वहाँ frequency था यहाँ records. So now we will merge one file into one file, which is going to have the record 30. So now you are having in a heap 30 and 30. Now two minimum you are going to take. So since these two are having a same value, anyone can be on left and right side. I am taking C on the right side. Empty. So see, those who don't know about Hookman coding, you can let me know, and those who know, then it will be clear to them. I think so. Okay. So if you are having doubt, you can let me know. I can make you understand. So we are going to take the two minimum. Then this two will get and we'll get only one. So now this the 20, 10, 30, then 30, 60. You got a file which is having a record 60 and it is a sorted. So when you are doing this, first you merge, like it's a two-way merging. It's a two-way merging. You merge these two into one file, which is going to have a size 30. Now you have merged these two and you got a file which is having a size 60. Okay. Now this file which is having a 10 record, it's do a two movement here, then again here. Okay. And this also again do two movement from here to here, then here to here. This have done only one movement. So here we have to minimize the number of movement. And so what is the number of movement you have minimized? So here you have did just two movement. So this total number of movement, record movement is going to your, see this you have moved one, then two. So you are going to do 10 into 2. Okay. Here 20 into 2, 20 into 2, and this 30 into 1 once you have did. So if you do 20, 40, 30, it is going to your 60, then 90. That many movement you have done, you have done. Okay, 90. So this way you have calculated that this record which is having a 10 record, 10 records, they have moved here then here. So two movement it has done, 10 into 2. So total movement you have done 90. So every number of record movement, here it is having a 10 records. So this 10 record came here, then here. So total movement, total record movement here is 10 into 2 for A, for B 20 into 2, and for C is just 30 into 1. It's just 30 into 1. So if you see that the number of record movement is same as weighted external path length. Weighted external weighted external path length. Weighted external path length. So here it's 10. Number of bit, how much bit you will require to represent a, that way we were saying. If two node is having a, if two node is having a same frequency. So here one node is having 30 and C is also. So you can take any one, left or right. Always the left one will have the one which is having a least frequency, less frequency. Okay, so that's why here I've taken 10 in left and 20 on right hand side. But if two node is having a same frequency, then you take any one on left and right. But the new node, just here new node I have added C, which is the right. Then whenever you will get, like if again I will have some D which is having a 60, then I will again take D on the right hand side, because new node I am always taking whenever it is having the same frequency to right. So I will always take right. Okay. Whenever same frequency will come, if you are adding the new node on the right hand side, then you should again add the new node on the right hand side. You should use the same pattern. You should use the same pattern. If you are adding always the new node on the right hand side, whenever it is the same frequency, then add right hand side. If you are using adding on left hand side, then use left hand side. जब भी सेम फ्रीक्वेंसी रहेगा, जो पैटर्न फॉलो कर रहे हैं वही पैटर्न होगा. राइट साइड में ही ऐड कर रहे हैं नया नोट को, तो हमेशा ही राइट साइड में ऐड करना है नया नोट. क्लियर है ना? सो इसका क्या होगा, 10 × 2 बीट रिक्वायर्ड. देखिए वेटेड एक्सटर्नल जैसे करते थे, फिर 20 × 2, फिर 30 × 1. देखिए 90 आया. So total number of record movement is equal to total number of record movement. So total number of record movement is equal to weighted external path. Total number of record movement is equal to weighted external path. So please let me know if you are done with the writing. Now another example we will see and we will then close the session. For example, so now it is having a file name and records. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F. It is having 40, 10, 20, 10, 25 and 30. तो आपके पास 10 है, 20 है, 10 है, 15 है, 20. पहले दो मिनिमम को ले लेते हैं, लिख लेते हैं 10, 20, 10, 20, 40, 15, 25. ठीक है. सो दो मिनिमम को लेते हैं 10 एंड 20. सो 10 इज बी. स्पेस थोड़ा ज़्यादा लग जाएगा, मुझे यहाँ से करना चाहिए. So 10 is your B, then 20 is your C. 20 is your C. 20 is your C. तो B कर देते हैं. नहीं, हमें 10 और 15 दो मिनिमम है, इसको D लेना चाहिए, हमें D लेना चाहिए. दो मिनिमम 10 एंड 15 है, तो D 15. 10 और 15 हो गया. या करेक्ट मधुरा, 10 और 15 हो गया. So इसको ऐड करेंगे, then we will get 25. Then we will get 25. So now we are having 20, 40, 25, then again 25, then again 30. तो 10 और 15 डिलीट हो गया, तो हमें 25 मिला. 20, 40. Now see, now we'll again take two minimum. 20 and 25 is the two minimum. So 20 is the minimum left hand side. So 20 is your C. ठीक है. So if you'll add these two, you are going to get 45. So 20 and 25 will add, you are going to get 45, then again 25, then 30. Now next two minimum is your 25 and 30. So 25 you will take on the left hand side. 25 is your here E, and 30 is your F, which is 30. So you know that you are going to get a forest. Here you are getting a forest. Okay, so it's going to your for 55. So 20 and 25, 25 and 30, so 40, 45, then 55. Then two minimum is your 40 and 45. So 40 is going to your here, which is A, and 45 is here, which is going to your 5, 8, 85. So 40 and 45 we have added. So we got here, what we got here, 85 and 55. So 55 will be on the left hand side. Sorry, it should 55 and 55 is having E here, having F here. We will merge these two. Here we are going to get 550 in hand 1, so 9, 140. This way we have done. Now we will find the total number of records movement. Total number of record movement I will do. That is going to your weighted external path. Total number of record movement is going to your weighted external path length. The total number of record movement is going to your external weighted external path length. Okay. So it is going to 10 into 1 2 3 4, 10 into 4, 15 into 4, 1 2 3 4, then 20 into 3, then 40 into 2, then for E what is 25, and for F is 30. So 25 into 2, 30 into 2. So it's going to your 40 plus 60, then here 60, 80, 50 plus 60. So it's 100, 100. It is going to your 120 plus 80, 200 plus 50, that is 350. Correct, 350. So weighted external path length is number of record movement, which is going to 350. So Bhaskar has said 10 into 4 plus 15 into 4 plus 20 into 3 plus 20 into 2. 20 into 2, 20 into 3, then 40 into 2, then 25 into 2. Correct? Am I clear to all of you? Am I clear to all of you? Please let me know. Am I clear to all of you? Please let me know. Is everyone with me? सबको clear है? बताइए. Now tell me what is going to be the time complexity and space complexity. What is going to be the time complexity and space complexity? Those who are done, please tell me. किसी को कोई डाउट नहीं है तो बताइए टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी स्पेस कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी क्या होगा. सबको कमेंट कर दीजिएगा लिख लिए हैं तो. एवरीवन प्लीज कमेंट डन if you are done. Yes, okay, fine. Is it done? So it is same as it is same as Huckman coding. Is same as Huckman coding. So time complexity and space complexity. So time and space complexity will be same as. So time and space complexity will be same as Huckman coding. It's going to be same as Huckman coding. Okay. We are going to do as the same way. The problem statement are different, but we are going to use in the same way. So time complexity there we got as n log n, and the space we got here is big of n for heave for meaning. Okay, that is. So your job sequencing with deadline and optimal merge pattern is done. So how was your today's session? Is it clear? Anyone is still having any doubt? Please let me know. If it is done, then also clear है सभी को, सब कुछ समझ में आया.